Hey, people. How are you? It's rainy and chilly today here. Can you believe it's only 78 degrees right now where I'm at in Florida? Booby doo. Yeah, you're first, Brian. That's unusual. That's good. Uh, I tell you what, it's rainy and chilly here, believe it or not, here in Florida. Hey, SC News. How are you, bro? Good to see you both here. Two of my brothers. I tell you what, it's actually cool here today. It's only 78 degrees. And it's raining like a bitch, though. Uh-oh. Hate to hear you pissed. What you pissed about, SC? The only part that sucks about this rain is having to bail out boats. Small boats, we have to bail them out because they don't have bilge pumps on them yet. Okay, it's all right, SC. I just hate that you're pissed. But that's all right. It don't bother me. Ooh, my phone slipped. Sorry, guys. I made y'all. Okay. Well, I'm glad it wasn't me. That's a good thing. Because I fuck up enough. I fuck up enough. Cool, Brian. Yeah, they're always cheaper there. You're right. At the res. You ain't kidding there. Oh, wow. That was cool. My damn instant coffee got damp from the air, and I'm having to put hot water in it to get it to dissolve and be able to drink it. Yeah, that's a lot cheaper than what I could get them here in Florida, that's for sure. Unless you were on the Seminole Reservation, and the Seminole Reservation has them pretty cheap. Holy shit, I thought they were expensive here. Shit. $110 where you live, Brian? God dang. We paid $52 a carton for the Opman and about $62 a carton for the name brands. Yeah, we only pay about $62 a carton here in Florida for name brand. Off brands are like 50 to 52, depending on which one you get. So I say we're lucky. Two people. That's awesome. That's awesome. See, that's what a community should do, is work with each other that way. I'll watch your dog, or I'll do something for you, and you help me buy something. But communities don't work that way anymore. At least around here, not very often. Most of them are like, okay, what are you going to steal from me if I let you help me? Awesome, awesome, Brian, awesome. Welcome back, SC. Got 7 people in here and 2 people talking. Got a lot of people lurking. Hi, lurkers. How are you? I know you're there. Furry Potato, if you're there, by the way, hi. Or Mrs. Potato, hi. If either one of you are there lurking. Hello, Tay. How are you? I hope your day's doing good. It's been rainy and just blah today. See you later, SC. Hey, Jody. Oh, I didn't know y'all were live. I would have gone to your live, Tay. Hi, Jody. Hey, Destiny. I hi, Tex Rose. How are you, hon? Good to see you. Oh, yeah, he told me he was upset. I hate that. Oh, you was ready to get off the live stream? Oh, okay. Hey, China. How are you, hon? Oh, okay. I understand, Tay. Yes, you do, Tay. One of the things I like about you. I've never had a problem with you, Tay, speaking your mind. So, hey, Odin. How are you? And Odin's here. Woohoo! I love Odin. Odin's cool as heck. Tex Rose, that's funny. So they just left the hole there today, and they weren't even going to mark it nothing before they left. And they were so worried about your safety when it came to getting hit by a piece of concrete. Oh my dear God! While you were videoing in your own yard. All right, Jody. Hey, Wobbly. Jody, you take her easy, bro. It's raining like a bitch out here, too. Yeah, I know. That just blows my mind. But if you wouldn't have said something, though, uh, but but if you wouldn't have said something, though, Rose, you would have you would have had a hole there uncovered if you wouldn't have said something. You see what I'm saying? That's what blows my mind about that shit. I think it's funny as hell. And they were worried about your safety, but yet they were going to do that. Jody is Joe, Wobbly Boost. Jody Fryer is Joe. Hey, 1911, how are you, bro? Good talk yesterday. I loved your talk, bro. I don't think you had enough time to talk, honestly. You should have done another live stream about that, 1911. You really should have. That was a great, informative talk, 1911. Flo, as far as I know, has not got his PayPal going yet. You got hate mail for it? Did you get hate mail because I got in an argument with that one idiot? If you did, I apologize to you, Steve. All right, Steve, I will. I didn't go back and check it, so. It was about learning how to survive, Brian King. Just what I talked about. We got a big argument over yesterday. Well, a big debate over, not argument. Really? Because you said that an EMP, you would love to see an EMP go off? It really? Oh my God. That is a very ignorant individual that said that, if you ask me. That's a very ignorant individual, if you ask me, Steve 1911. Yes, we probably would. A lot of people, would have a hard time without it for a while. But you know what? The one thing about humans, we adapt. We've been adapting for since our beginning of our time. And humans adapt. And guess what? You can make a yes, we would adapt. Very much so, Steve 911. We've been doing it for millions and millions and millions, well, not millions of years, but thousands of years, excuse me. Thousands and thousands of years we've been adapting. So, and there will always be survivors. Yes, adapt and overcome. The old Marine Corps motto, adapt and overcome. So, the ones that are not willing to adapt will be the ones that are going to perish. Yeah, I agree. 1911. You sure are right on that. Actually, I think we did better as far as health wise. Even though they say that we didn't live as long, but honestly, what's new about Honest Gas? I know he was in the hospital. And I know he had pneumonia and he had a slight heart attack. Is there something new? You can make a battery out of you can make batteries out of lemons, guys. Who wants Flo's PP? Oh my gosh, I'll let Flo know that someone wants his PP. Yes, I heard about the HIV too. You want his PP to help pass it around for postage? Damn. So what you're saying, you're gonna put Flo out on a corner and make him use his PP? Is that what you're saying, Boomer? I'm sorry. It hit me funny. That shit hit me funny. I'm sorry. I had to make a joke out of it. They'll pay you to keep him, I'm sure. Don't worry about me. I'd said it right in front of Flo, too. He probably got a kick out of what I just said, knowing him. It's all Tex Rose's fault. I couldn't resist that, though, hon. It was there for the picking. Yeah, that sucks about the HIV. That sucks. Hate to hear that. But yeah, 1911. You had a great concept there going on, and I liked it. You can make batteries out of lemons. They proved that even on MythBusters. They were getting 4.2 amps out of a lemon on MythBusters. Um, the MythBusters. They started it, Odin. Not China's fault this time. the, the women started it this time, so I couldn't resist going with it. Yeah, you could do that. You can you China Jody already left. He wasn't in stream long. He was buffering real bad. He couldn't do much, so he didn't stay long. I agree. I agree, Odin. We need a Me Three movement. I agree. Uh, but yeah, I just can't believe that someone would actually be upset with you, Steve 1911, because you said we'd probably be better off without electricity. When there's 100 million ways today to make electricity and know how to make electricity. I mean, so without having an electrical grid. Well, they say that what's his name? That basketball player was cured of HIV. So you might be right, Brian. I mean, it's hearsay, but they say he was. I agree, Odin. Yeah, but still, Steve 1911, that's insanity. That's a very, very ignorant person to do something like that. Yeah, you don't, you make people, yeah. I mean, uh, 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 yes, Boomer, you're right. You're right on that. It is normally infections that come with HIV because HIV attacks the immune system and all. You're right though, 9/11. There's so many different ways to make electricity still yet. I mean, you got turbines, you got wind turbines, and you got water turbines. You got so many different ways. It's just insane that someone would be and so stupid as to not figure that out. It's mind-numbingly it blows my mind. I ain't gonna say stupid, just ignorant. That they ain't taking the time to learn that and figure it out, and they'd rather just have a bitch session about what can't be done. You know, one of my uncle's favorite sayings was, "If there's a will, there's a way." Uh, so if you got the will, you can make it happen, or you'll find someone who can make it happen. Hey, Alzheimer's, how are you, bud? You're right. You're right on that, Tex Rose. Very much so. I agree. Knowledge is power. Of course you are, Alzheimer's. I hope you get paid a lot of money to drive because you drive more than any one person ever had the right to. You're right, Brian. Hey, Carol Ann. You're right, Brian. Water does make making electricity a lot easier than wind, but wind can be done. A wind turbine can be done, um, and it does work. Uh, so when I was up north, I had a buddy. He had a wind turbine, and he also had a water turbine. Hey, Jody's back. Cool. Wind turbine and a water turbine. So is what my buddy had, and he went off the power grid. He bought it. He bought his land, and he bought his land, and okay, Tex Rose, you try to have a good day, hon. Uh, uh, oh, that's cool. That's cool, Brian. That's really cool. Um, Now he spent some money for his wind turbine and his water turbine. Uh, um, he uh, uh, he had a fairly fast flowing stream, and he made his whole turbine system out of stainless steel so it wouldn't rust away anytime quickly. See, that's another thing that people don't understand. You just said it right there, Brian. Um, you know, um, uh, trade and barter is going to become, if the world comes to shit, trade and barter is going to be our currency, guys. That's how that's going to be our currency. Shit anyway. If shit, uh, but trade and barter, where I got something that someone else might need or want, uh, uh, is going to be a big thing, and that's another thing. People, well, I don't have the ability to get that. Guarantee you, someone's going to have a part or a piece or something that you're going to want, just like Brian said, that you're going to want, and you got something that they have, or some knowledge they have, or you can make them something that they need. You see what I'm saying? Needless to say, trade and barter is going to be our system, and you'll be able to get everything you want. It just, you might have to trade and barter with this person to get to that person and all that. Currency is manipulated to keep things in people's power. That's all that is. Oh, okay. I thought you said you were going to leave, Jody. But hey, guys, also Jody, if you did sub Jody on his Facebook, Jody had to delete it for some reason. I told him I'd tell y'all. So. Yeah, just getting lurky. But I'll tell you what, in the Midwest, especially in them small southern towns, hi officer, hi police officer. I ain't as think as you drunk I am, officer. I don't think so, Odin. I agree, Brian. I'm under arrest. Cool. Dang. Wouldn't be the first time that happened to me. Do I need to show my ID? What law did I break, officer? I want to know what law I broke. Did I hinder your investigation by saying I ain't as think as you drunk I am? Us trolls, fun. Do I need to show you my ID? The international gang symbol for police officers? You need to show me your ID? Do I need to show you my ID? I'll show you your gang symbol. Hell, how can we be detained, Wobbly? We didn't do nothing. I'm trying to figure that one out. Yeah, I know, Brian. Ain't that insane? That is just totally insane. Uh, uh, oh, they can ask you questions. You just don't have to answer them. Everybody has the right to ask anybody a question. But what the hell is that? Law? What the hell is your thumbnail? Oh my God, that is the most screwed up looking thumbnail I've ever seen. I'm sorry, that shit makes me laugh. That is funny, dude. That was funny stuff to look at, dude. I like that thumbnail. Oh my God, that cracked. Jody needs a vacation. Commercial cash. Okay, Law, if you say so. It looked like you sneezed there at the end, but okay, if you say so. Yeah, you weren't going to be rich at all, Brian. You were going to be paying out the ass just to live there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, it would have, Brian King. You would have been an equivalency to making minimum wage. I ain't gonna hate on anybody. All right, Flo, how are you, bro? They're trolls. They're trying to be trolls, but they ain't very good trolls. I like trolls though. Awesome, Flo. That's awesome. You need a de-stressing day. I love it. Oh. All right, Flo. No problem. I ain't worried about them. They weren't being too bad of trolls. They were okay trolls. Sort of making me laugh. Ah, dumb Morsher, China Lynn. I hate that. It's just probably his mail ain't ran yet, BK, Brian. Uh, uh, he just ain't had a mail run yet to his house. So like me, if I get mail, okay, okay, Law. Yeah, they want your PP so they can put it out on the corner so you can pay for postage. Flo. I can't wait to use that thing, Brian King. I can't wait to use it. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, that would be cool if he could do that. But if not, I still got ways to charge it. Okay. Yeah, Joe just gave me a text saying he's out of the stream now. He got a lot of buffering going on. Who want to say to my? I don't want to say yeah to that. Oh shit, guys, I'm getting hungry. Hate days like this. Makes me hungry. Gonna eat some cereal, I think. Today wouldn't have been too good with the sun, Brian. It's raining. It's been raining all morning, all day. It started at about 5 o'clock this morning and ain't stopped. But I do have gas for the generator, so I can do that. Through that, Brian, I always put my solar lights out. I got but the reason y'all don't like my solar lights is they turn off and on all the time. So that's why I don't use them now. Now that I got a way to actually have a steady light. Well, that's great, Brian. I can't wait to try it and see how it does. Oh, it's not even got out of the 70s yet here, China. You want one? You gave me what you wanted, huh? Well, I appreciate you, Brian, on that. Thank you very much. I really do. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's been overcast, cloudy, and rainy all day. So, yeah, I'm loving it. Well, I appreciate that, Brian King. And I'm glad you gave me a second chance there on that. That was really awesome. Hello, Perth Observer. Perth Observer. Wow. And you're just a little ways south of me. Ain't that insane? China. It's not even over 78 degrees here, and it feels like almost 100 where you're at. That's insane. It's actually almost chilly enough for me to want to put on pants. Oh, that sucks, Brian. That really sucks. Perth Observer, you know Perth Observer, Wobbly? Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, Perth Observer. Glad to meet you, Perth Observer. I'm glad you're in my stream. If you're a friend of Wobbly's, then I know you're a pretty damn good person. I love Wobbly to death, so I'm sure you're a good person. Oh, okay, Johnny, I didn't know. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hippie Nurse, where have you been? I am great, Hippie Nurse. Not seen you in a while, hon. I knocked myself out of my own stream. Sorry, guys, I'm back. I hit the wrong thing. My dumb fat fingers. But I'm glad to see you here, Hippie Nurse. I really am. I've still been butting my head down there with that crap with y'all. Them people are nothing but run around con artists down there. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad. They're good at trying to run you around down there. I tell you what, 8 years ago, Clearwater used to never be that way. They must have got someone new elected in there that is really not a good person in there. Because Clearwater used to would actually reprimand their police for being that way. He's still in jail, Perth Observer. He fired his lawyer, and the judge didn't even know he signed papers to up the bail bond on bail. So, needless to say, as far as I'm concerned, that judge needs to be disbarred and removed from the bench. But oh, okay, hippie nurse. I think he's been charged. I ain't sure. Hey, country gal, how are you? Good to see you. I forget what his charges were. That's what I'm trying to remember. It's nice and cool here, country girl. It ain't even got past out of the 70s yet today. So, me too, Chinaland. That's a contempt of court. A misdemeanor contempt of court. Flo's lurking. Flo's lurking. Everybody watch out. Contempt of court, hippie nurse. Sorry, guys. I was having a brain fart this morning. But as soon as Brian said it, but his original charges were contempt of court also. A misdemeanor. I agree with you on that, Brian. That is the understatement of the world, right there, hippie nurse. A person gets a lady up north tried to murder a kid, ran into a car with a lady that was pregnant, drove away from her, and then ran over a bicyclist. and only got 10 months probation. And Bow's sitting in a jail cell because he told a judge basically she didn't need to be a judge. And that's a sad day. That is a sad day when that happened. You have, that same woman got 10 years probation for all of that, and Furry Potato was looking at 12 years in a penitentiary for saying the word monkey. I mean, that's how screwed up our society is. A lady can try to hang a baby, almost kill a lady that's pregnant, and run over a bicyclist and only get 10 months or 10 years probation, excuse me. And a person can say the word monkey and almost get 12 years in a state penitentiary. That's some screwed up shit, if you ask me. The day that we went back to common law would be a lot of dead people. Well, here's one that'll blow your mind, guys. Right now, there's people here in Florida, in Stark, Florida, in one of the worst prisons in Florida, one of the roughest and most hardcore prisons we got here in Florida is Stark Prison. And what they're in there for is because they were driving on a suspended license. Oh, this ain't maritime law, hippie nurse. I know maritime law. I done looked all that up because about the time a cop were to try to take my car and don't have no reason to take my car or take my boat or whatever, maritime law, you can shoot them legally and there ain't a goddamn thing they can do about it. So that's maritime law. This ain't maritime law. This is state, this is land law that you're under. No, they function in their own freaking law, hippie nurse. There's a big difference. Again, if a judge were to steal from people like they do every day, you have the right to put a bullet in their head if you were going by maritime law. So no, the judges and stuff are working under their own law. Because to steal from people is considered an act of piracy. And in maritime law, you got the Piracy Law Acts in maritime law. I can literally tell a police officer to take his guns off and if he wants to come on this boat before he can come on my boat. That's maritime law. That's insane, Brian. That is totally insane. That's what we're talking about. It is the insanity to has no freaking bounds with the way our court systems and everything else have become. And that's why I also state their own law now. Uh, they cannot be working under the actual law. Yeah, they don't even come close to functioning under maritime law, unfortunately. I agree with you, hippie nurse. Uh, the the common law should be reinstated in every state and allow its and every state should allow its to citizenship to partake in them laws and not shun them when they do decide to use them either. But they've taken a lot of states have taken common law and just thrown it out the window. They don't want you to use that at all. And the reason I know a lot about maritime law, I had to research it because I live on a river that is considered a barge traffic river and it falls under maritime law. So that's why I know something about it um, and all. So, yeah, I haven't looked into common law much, but I know there's a vast difference into it. Like if I caught someone stealing, they could go in a hole in the ground then. I know that's one of the vast differences. I agree, Brian King. I agree. That is the truth. That is the biggest, that is a big truth right there. Far too much discretion on what they can do. And the biggest thing is the majority of the people are willing to allow that to happen. That's what's bad about that. I agree, Brian King. I agree, Brian. I really do. But they do it all every day. And they'll say, I have discretion on the law. And they'll tell you that in their court. I've heard them say it. I've heard them say it to a lawyer. I've heard them tell a lawyer to shut up and say, I have discretion in my court. Now, of course, the lawyer went to fight against it, and then she said, if you wish to keep fighting what I had to say, you can be held in contempt too. Well, of course, then the lawyer shuts up. You know, so. Oh, you ain't kidding on that, Brian King. The police aren't supposed to have authority over us. They are only there to enforce the. Okay, Carol Ann. They're only there to enforce laws. They are not to be your lord, the lord of the land. You see what I'm saying? There's a big difference in what their job is and what they think they are. They think they're the lords of the land, and they ain't. They're there to enforce law. That's it. Hey, but they do think they're God, and they think they're our kings and our lords and our whatever, and can tell us what to do when they want to tell us what to do, and they don't understand that is not their job. There you go, Brian King. That's see. They are not moral people. Uh, Policy. They try to enforce policy, and policy is not law, and that's something they need to come to grips with. Law is law. It supersedes policy, and they can't get that through their thick ass skulls. Excuse my language. Well, at least they dropped the charges on it, Brian. I mean, but that sucks that you had to wait that long. That ain't a speedy trial. That's a joke on a speedy trial, if you ask me. But then again, that's been a joke almost probably about 75 years after that was written. It became a joke. Ah, shit! I knocked myself. You're right. That's the problem. They got egotistical people that very much egotistical people that are in positions of power. Very much so. Accidentally knocked myself out of my own stream again. I know. No, Brian. That's what gets me. A judge does get paid insane amount of money, and then they don't. Then they don't do an 8-hour job. And most judges think people without a job or getting help from the government or whatever are pieces of crap too. You too, hippie nurse. You try to have a great day at work too, hon. I believe that. I believe that, Brian, wholeheartedly. I know the judges in this county. They actually they just put out the thing on them here in this county and Dixie County. Now you got to remember, Dixie County is considered the poorest county in the state of Florida. Do you know how much the lowest paid judge is making here in Dixie County? He's making $250,000 a year. But yet we're the poorest county in the state of Florida. Go figure that one out. I heard that they were doing a talk and were talking about their financial problems in this county. I agree. I agree, Brian. And I heard that when they were I was at a county council meeting. We don't have city council meetings, unfortunately. Here there ain't no city employees. It's all county here. Um, but I was at a county council meeting when they said that, and I asked them why are them judges being paid so much, and I asked other positions why they were being paid so much, and they said, "Well, they got so much work to do." I said, "So you mean they're less than an 8 hour day is so much more work to do than I would do if I did an 8 hour day and busted my butt at a real job?" They decided they wanted me to shut up and told me my time was up a minute and a half early. They took a minute and a half from me on my speaking and told me they'll reserve my minute and a half for the next meeting. That was awful nice of them, wasn't it? I agree again, Brian. But at least, like up in Taylor County, they were smart and got rid of 2 judges, and then told them you're going to cut the judge's salary, or we'll just turn the county over to the state and let the state handle it. Is what the lawyers and people and the commissioners actually said up there. They got tired of that stuff, and they said they'd let the state handle it, and and that was that. So, needless to say, other county commissioners had to jump on board with them, and other people in the county had to jump on board with them, or they were just going to turn it over to the state and let the state do it. I agree with you. I agree with you, Brian. At least the citizens of Taylor County were willing to take their stuff back, you know. I'm sure, Brian. I am very sure. I am very sure about that, Brian, that you do, because the judges don't care. The judges just don't care. Yeah, Dade County, Florida is bad, and they are a very corrupt place. On top of that, as far as the police go, in that too, the police will trump up a charge on you so dang quick it's not even people. It's not even funny. Yep, yep, Brian, you're right. And and the police just trump a charge on you so quick that it ain't even funny, and they throw you in the jail because of a trumped up charge. Um, they do it every day. I know there's several people right now waiting 2 and 3 years to get that have waited 2 or 3 years to get a trial here in Dixie County. But at least what Dixie County does now, so that it don't look so bad on them, they don't they just put an ankle bracelet on the people and let them out on their own reconnaissances recognizances, excuse me, for to they let them out on that. So, and if they break the law, then then they go straight to state prison and state trial instead of county trial. Hey, Triple X, I do not know where Jen is. I've not seen her this morning. Have you seen Jen, Brian? That's it, Brian. I agree. I agree. I'm doing pretty good, Triple X. It's nice and cool and rainy here, so. Okay, Brian. Cool. I know she didn't get to bed till way late last night. I mean, way late. So she was probably tired. And speaking about being tired, I'm thinking about taking a nap, guys. Speak of the devil, guess who just went live? Gen T. Triple X Gen T just went live. Speak of the devil. We need to have a protest in LV and a protest at where Battle is. Both. And actually, what we need to do, instead of trying to fight the fight there, we need to go right to City Hall. Or not City Hall, but the right up there to the governor. And make the governor quit saying we can't do nothing. When the governor can damn well suggest things and do something. But the governor don't want to do something. There's the difference. And I heard that a lot on there. I agree, Brian. I agree. But on that note, let's go over and see what Jen can do now. Okay? She said, guess what I can do now on her stream. So let's go see what she can do now. I'm gonna shut down my stream and probably go take me a nap too after that. I'll talk to you later. Try to have a good one, bro.